Has McCall caught your eye as a great place to retire to? Then you're going to want to watch this video because we're going to go over the pros and cons of retiring in McCall, Idaho. I'm Teia Golden. I sell real estate in McCall, Idaho. And if you're thinking about moving here now or 2 years from now and you have any questions about the area, definitely give me a call and I'm happy to answer any questions. So when it comes to retiring, I'm obviously haven't reached that stage yet where I'm planning out retirement, but I have done a lot of research and I've helped a lot of other people that have retired to the area or are thinking about retiring to the area. I did go online and research some of the things that people would be concerned about when they're retiring. One is affordability. The second one is just the economy in general, like how is the economy of the town that you're moving to. We've got the third one is education and health, which we're really going to touch on the health point in this video, quality of life, and your safety. So those seem to be the determining factors on what made a town positive to retire to or a negative to retire to type of town. So we're going to touch on these. Let's do safety first. McCall is definitely a very safe town. So if you're looking to retire to a safe town, McCall is very safe. If you have a hobby of listening to the police scanners, you're gonna be pretty bored here because there's not a lot of stuff that goes on. As far as health, I have heard in meetings that I've been to with the Economic Development Council that McCall is in a blue zone. And when I went back to do research on this, I couldn't actually find where this was posted, but it says that overall in McCall, people are generally healthier than they are in the rest of Idaho or in the rest of the United States. In Idaho, we're actually ranked as number 8 in one of the top states to retire to. The only thing that really holds us back is that we do have a state tax. So Florida outranks us because they don't have a state tax and there's still things to do outdoors. But that's one of the reasons that Idaho and specifically McCall is so great is there's so many things and activities to do outdoors and to keep you moving and keep that mobility. There is a large hospital here. So if you have any sort of health issues or just getting regular checkups, that is completely easy to do here in McCall. So it's a good reason to retire here is we've got tons of outdoor activities. Overall, generally, the population is pretty healthy. And so that seems to rub off. If your friends are out doing stuff, you're gonna go out doing stuff with them and it's really gonna keep you moving and keep you healthy. And then we're also a very safe community. There's very low crime and it's just a safe place to live. So as far as quality of life, there are so many different events and things that McCall has going on. We've got Winter Carnival, we've got a huge 4th of July that goes on downtown. We have the Christmas tree lighting in the center of downtown. And there's also different events and groups that meet up and hang out. And so there's, as far as quality of life and things to do, you won't run out of things to do. There's plenty of charities to volunteer for and ways to help out and really just keep moving and to be a part of a community. I mean, you'll be able to get that in McCall and you'll get a really good quality of life as far as outdoor activities, events, and feeling like a part of the community where you can participate and hang out and continue to make a difference. So McCall would love to have you if you want to retire here. So one interesting statistic that I looked up while I was doing research online was that close to 41% of the people that live in McCall are not currently in the labor force. So you would have a huge group of people to hang out with. You've got almost 41% of the population here is retired and not working. And there's a reason for that. They've chose to come here to retire. If 41% of the population has retired here and they stick around, then they must love it. Honestly, when I work with people and they've retired from Microsoft or they're moving from Washington or California, Oregon, we've got people that move here from Utah, Texas, and when they come here, they really want a place where there's a lot of stuff to do and where their family will still come visit them. They don't want to move to a desert where there's nothing going on around them. And McCall offers so many different activities and things to do that people's families get really excited to come see their grandparents every winter and go skiing, while they're taking a break at college. That's really why a lot of people move here, is because they can move here. There's a huge sense of community, and activities and things for them to do, in addition to having their family come in town and visit them and things for their family to do. So one of the cons about retiring to McCall could be the prices. Typically the cost of living is definitely going to be a little bit more here than if you were closer into Boise. Our fuel prices are a little bit higher. I would say they range about 10 to 15 cents more per gallon. At our grocery stores, we do have higher prices, but it might not be as noticeable to everybody, or I'm not sure if people notice things like I do. Like whenever I buy a pack of sparkling waters in Boise, you get 12 in the pack and it's $4. And then up here you get 8 in the pack and it's $4. And then the same with like toilet paper and paper towels. So you might not notice, you're still buying like a pack of paper towels and it's the same price, but there's less overall in the packaging. And that's pretty much across the board, even with ounces in different boxes and bags. I don't know how many people when they're grocery shopping notice that sort of stuff, but you're definitely spending a little bit more to live here. And when you're retired and on a fixed income, that could potentially be an issue, or something that you might want to look at whenever you're moving to the area. The cost of housing is a little bit higher, cost of groceries and fuel is a little bit higher when you're here, but there's so many other free activities to do, so that can also offset the cost of living here, all of the different free activities that are out there that you could take advantage of. So if you're thinking about moving to the area, you might want to check out my other video, Suburbs Around McCall, where I explain the map of the town and other areas where it might be a little bit less and you wouldn't get that con of cost of living like you do right in the town of McCall.